Hello everybody, this is Jeffrey GT7 and welcome to the episode. Hopefully you guys are having a great day so far, and in this episode we got ourselves another combo that you guys can try out at Expressway 600. As you can see, one of the cars that we'll be using for this episode is going to be using the Aston Martin Vantage. I'll be able to share that car and my own personal tune after the next car. Now, for the first car we're going to be discussing is going to be the iconic Ferrari 458 Italia, which became a very popular cover car, especially from Forza Motorsport 4. And just like with the Aston Martin, I'll show you guys its location and my personal tune with parts. And hopefully, at the end of this episode, both these tunes will help out at Expressway. So for the 458 Italia, you can see it's basically the second car you can see and get at the Ferrari dealership in this showroom. So if you do plan to get this car, make sure you have plenty of credits pretty much saved if you're planning to do this build. So after you grab this car, what we're going to do next is jump over to the tune shop, and the parts you'll need here are going to be pretty simple. So starting off with the sports category, you only will need the Sport tires. Club Sports is going to be the power restrictor. Semi-racing, you need both the fully customized LSD, fully customized manual transmission, and to finish off in the racing category, just the engine balance tuning parts, and that'll be it for your parts. Now after that, here are the parts I'm going to be using for car customization. Here's the rims I'll be using for this Ferrari. If you want to go ahead and pause the game and just search them up, you can. After you get that installed, the only two parts I'm going to install to this car is Type A front bumper and the custom wing set, and that's literally going to be it for car customization. Here's a look of the tune itself. Nothing really too crazy or out of the ordinary here. We just mainly adjusted our downforce to the car. We have our fully customized manual transmission and fully customized differential, which I really didn't touch at all, to be honest, with power restrictor set to 97. And then for the other part of the list, of course, we've got the engine balance tuning category selected, and that's going to be it for your whole tune setup. Not a whole lot, since the car is already close to that 600 point anyway. Once we get this car ready up for this race, the car is going to be pretty smooth overall. I actually had a good time driving this car around this track. Even with the controller, felt pretty decently good. Ferrari, one of those brands you can pretty much trust, and for it to be more of a European car, it just felt really, really good, and was able to fight against the GTR, the RX-7, and the NSX. For our first turn, we're going to go ahead and follow this white Porsche. As we get the first turn, we're actually going to try our best to try to take it. Can't do it quite yet. We do make a little bit of contact, but we actually do make the move work for us after that apex. And now we can set our sights on to the next couple cars, like the GTR, the old generation Impreza, the old generation Supra, RX-7, that whole train. And this car, the handling is really, really good. So this car, pretty much a very good overall car to use for this race. As you can see, we're going to gain some time on the GTR in these next couple corners. The car is in fact a little bit on the loose side, having a little bit of that oversteer, so just keep that in mind too, not to really abuse the back of the car. But yeah, the grip is really good, really smooth through the corners, being able to pretty much glide through the turns as well. We're going to get a nice run on the Impreza up the hill. We're going to brake. We got the racing line kind of sort of, and we actually do get the move done very close, matter of fact, and we get ourselves P4. As we now approach the next two drivers, the old generation Supra and the RX-7, we're right at that moment where we know these two drivers tend to pretty much overbrake this corner, and once again they really messed up that break point. So did we messed our break point too, but not nearly as bad as those two AI drivers. But we're going to take a chance, get ourselves a good run on the Supra, and for a little bit follow behind the slipstream of the RX-7, get that nice speed, and going to go ahead and get ourselves P2 as we finish up the first lap. So a very good lap overall for us in this race. It's going to be a very quick 219.2 for our first lap, and then literally At the end of lap 2, we managed to catch up with the race leader, and we're going to go ahead and take the lead and basically don't look back after that point. Fast forward to lap 5 is going to be our official hot lap, which I do recommend you guys watching. And if you're curious, the total times that we're running are pretty consistently in the 207s, so this car does really have good pace, but I would recommend just watch this hot lap, see what the car is doing, and then I'll see you guys when we get to our pit stop. As we fast forward to lap 6, we have officially made it through halfway of this race. So unfortunately for us, since we're coming pretty early, we'll have to pretty much painfully wait for our car to get refueled. Now for tires, we don't need to worry about it. The tires are still in really good shape, and even though there's a little bit signs of tire wear, the car still felt overall generally the same as it did as we started the race, even though the track is drying up. But we're going to go ahead and top off a little bit over that little diamond icon, do a couple more laps, and you can see able to take the lead again, and was able to do some solo laps and got ourselves a 26:11 for our total time around the Expressway with the Ferrari for Italia. So very, very smooth car for it not to be an Asia car. I think overall a very smooth pick to choose for this race. Got ourselves that clean race bonus, and that's going to be it for race 1. Now switching over to race 2, we're going to go ahead and look at the Aston Martin, a little bit cheaper than the Ferrari for Italia. It too is going to be the second car you see from the Aston Martin dealership in showroom, and you can see by the stats, very good car as well, already almost automatically ready for Tokyo Expressway. Now for the parts we'll be using for the tuning shop, sport hard tires just like before from the first run, and for the club sports it's going to be, as we scroll down, power restrictor once again, the semi-racing category, high RPM turbocharger with fully customized LSD and fully customized manual transmission, and that's it. For our parts, here they are again. Those are the rims that I would recommend you guys to use in this particular race. After you get that equipped, here is our front bumper. It's going to be Type B. After we get that installed, we're going to go ahead and install Type A for the rear bumper. And to finish it off, we're going to go ahead and add the custom link set for the back of the car, and that's going to be it for our car customization. So here's a quick look of the build itself for this car. Just like we did with the Ferrari, we did some stuff to the downforce. The power restrictor is also down 97 with fully customized manual transmission and LSD. We didn't really touch those as well. High RPM turbocharger, and that's going to be it for the second part of the list. So just like with the Ferrari, very simple, easy additions to the car itself. And after we get everything together, this car is going to be really, really good to use for Tokyo Expressway 600 as well. Pretty similar in performance compared to the Ferrari. Maybe not nearly as good acceleration, but I would say I could feel a bit more grip and a bit more straightaway speed compared to the Ferrari. Now take note that this car does have in fact 8 gears. Don't let that fool you. The majority of the time of the gears you'll be at, it's going to be around 4th gear, 5th gear. That's going to be pretty much the gears you're going to be at. I think for that very slow right-hander hairpin is at probably 3rd. It's going to be your gear to be at for this whole entire race, and that's going to be it. So you don't need to worry about gear 1 or gear 2 in this race. Just like we did in the first race, we're making our way to the front. Maybe not nearly as quick as it was before, as we're behind the Porsche, but as I said before, this car really handles nicely. We're going to try and make a move on the Porsche. Can't do it just quite yet, but we do know we got the run, get that little bit of that slipstream, and make ourselves an easy pass for P6 as we now set up for the next couple of group of cars. And you can just see the car just really glides in some of these corners. So yeah, it was a lot of fun driving this car in the streets of Tokyo for this race. And just like for the first race, we did in fact use a controller. Now we got to basically wait for this battle. As you can see, the GTR is getting a little bit racy, trying to make a move on the Impreza, giving us that little bit of that dirty air, messing up us a little bit as we hit the wall, just a teensy bit, but we do recover. As we get to that very crucial hairpin, we're going to go down to the corner. We're going to be on the cautious side, just make sure we got some room to work with, and we're going to try to make a move on the GTR if it's possible, and looks like we will. And we might also make a move on the Impreza. We do get the power down. We're going to be side by side. We're going to get that little extra speed from the corner, and yes, we do, matter of fact, get 2 in 1 combo out of that corner. We're also going to go ahead and get a nice run on the old Gen Supra as well, and that's going to be the end of lap 1 for us in this race. So couldn't quietly get P2, but just given by the pace of this car, very smooth and very quick as well. As you can see, the top speed, we're easily going to breeze over 190 miles per hour, and pretty soon we'll be hitting 200. So this car is faster than the GTR. So yeah, which is a really huge benefit for this race. Fast forward to a little bit past lap 3, we have found ourselves in the clutches of the race leader, and we're going to make a move on the leader if we can. We have to wait till we get to this overpass right here. We're going to send it over the race leader, and just like that, we become ourselves the new race leader for this race. Fast forward to a bit later in the race, so start off lap 4, and we're going to go ahead and do our hot lap as well. So I would recommend just watch this hot lap for this car, and I'll see you guys when we make our pit stop. Alright, so fast forward to lap 7 in this race. So this is going to be our lap to pit. So we actually did make it one lap further compared to the Ferrari. So that's going to be a little bit more of a benefit for us. It's going to be not staying in the pits, not near as long. As you can see, the diamond is more toward the 75% area compared to it being close to 90%, which is great. So we're going to save off some of that time when we do get up the road, and not only that, but we're also going to be the race leader after we get done with our pit stops. So really good pace overall. As we get done with this race, we're going to be a little bit slightly slower than the Ferrari, just by a couple seconds, but still a very nice car to choose from, just in case if you're trying to figure out what next car to use or what car you're looking for this race. You can see 26:14 was our total time, so just a couple seconds slower than the Ferrari, but still a nice pick overall. So hopefully those two builds will help out. And if you guys, matter of fact, enjoyed the episode, why not go ahead and leave a like. Now here is a quick preview of the next episode. It's going to be using the Genesis G70. I've actually used this car before. It was just a long time ago, and I actually had a recommendation doing this from a fairly highly trained professional tuner in the game. So can't wait to show you guys an up-to-date tune with that car, which hopefully does help out. If you guys managed to enjoy today's episode, why not go ahead and leave a like. If you would like to also support the channel, as we're getting close to 4,200 subscribers, you're more welcome to subscribe channel as well. That way you can keep tabs on my next post or next episodes. And if there's a particular build you'd like for me to try out, either in other money grind races, you're more welcome to put it down below in the comments below. And with that being said, hopefully you guys have a great rest of the day or night, whatever it might be. And with that being said, take care.